Hope you all are fine. Today we will be starting letter writing. Earlier we had discussed letter writing. In that we discussed letter to the editor. Today we will be studying letter of complaint. See, we have many complaints whenever the things comes to us related to any phone, related to any documents, or related to any watch, or related to any kind of jewelries or anything. So today we will be learning letter writing, and it's of complaint letter. Complaint letter means it denotes the problems to come in notice. If we are not writing any complaint letter, how will we come to know our things have been dispatched properly or not? First thing. Second, complaints can be written on the behalf of any organization, any company, or any MCD workers, or anyone, or any committee. Regarding the complaint letter, the main topics. The first is incomplete order or any defective order. Okay. Suppose if you have purchased anything and you have given one order, but that order is not proper, it's incomplete and it's defective. Defective means there is some kind of problem. Second is abnormal delay in sending the consignments. Whatever you have ordered, it hasn't come to you on time and it's very delaying. Third is arrival of goods in damaged condition. See, whenever the goods come to us or anything comes to us, it crosses many ways, very short ways and many long ways. In that meantime, the things, whatever we are going to get, might be damaged because of some poor conditions. Next point is late delivery of the things. As I told you just now, we want the things on time, but it hasn't come on time and it's being delayed. So that is the other problem of complaint. Different goods from what we have ordered. Actually what you have ordered that hasn't come, but instead of that something else has come to you. That is also kind of complaint. Unsatisfactory work or any kind of misbehavior of the salesman or any extra charges he's taking from you, and if it takes some kind of commission that I have come from a long distance and I want some extra charges, something like that. Or complaint can be of poor quality or quantity, or complaint can be of a wrong address. Suppose he had been searching you for the whole 1 week or 2 days or 3 days, but it hasn't come to your correct address. Next is complaint of unsatisfactory work, packing of delivery. That means the packing of delivery is not proper, it's not solid, and it's not to the stuffness. Next is wrong billing. Invoices, bill payment are issue. Whenever we purchase anything or we order anything, the payment also makes a issue. That means bill payment is also a issue. He might charge you extra, or what you have been told, the rate, it's not that proper rate, but it's above some extra charges. Regarding the complaint letter, first format it will be carrying 1 mark, content will be carrying 4 marks, accuracy will be carrying 1.5 marks, and fluency will be carrying 1.5 marks. In this, everything, your presentation, your grammatical errors, and everything is included. Let's come to the format. Format, first point is sender's address, as we have read in the letters to the editor. See, format is the same, but what the changes in complaint letter is that you will be having some complaint to write down, your problems, your unsatisfactory delivery of the goods. So that you are writing in the complaint letter. First is sender's address. As we discussed in the editor's letter, we have to leave one line. Then is the second date, then leave a line. Then third point is a receiver's address. That means who is going to receive your thing. The next is a salutation. Salutation is always in a very respectable manner. Dear sir, dear ma'am, like that. Then is a subject. Subject is of your complaint you are going to give to that particular person. Complaint of management, or complaint of any delay in the delivery, or complaint of any defective good, or complaint regarding your bill payment, something. Then is your body. In the body, the content you are going to write, it carries maximum 3 paragraphs. It carries maximum 3 paragraphs, and the 3 paragraphs must start like this. First is your introduction of self. That means whatever you are introducing yourself, it must be proper, so that the proper complaint goes from your side and to the complainant side to the proper destination. Then in these paragraphs you will be writing. Purpose of writing should be loud and clear. Actually what you are going to write, that should be loud and clear, so that whom you are giving the complaint and you are getting the response, that is to the satisfactory point of view. Then there should be no deviation from the topic. Whatever you are going to write in the paragraphs, there should be no deviation. What is a problem that has to be mentioned elaborately. Then presentation is important. We all have been reading writing skills, right? And in that writing skills, presentation is a very must point, because it carries, it shows your presentation, it shows your clarity, it shows your confidence to write down. In these 3 paragraphs which I was telling you just now, it includes main content of the letter. It must be formal, and there should be no usage of any offensive language. Whenever we are writing any complaint, we should not show our anger, we should not show our revenge, or we should not show our controlling. The letter which you are writing for the complaint letter must be in a very polite and in a very decent way, so that you are getting a correct response also. And letter must be concise and to the point. In the complaint letters, no extra usage of any languages to be used. It should be very concise and it should be very viewpoint. Next paragraphs you will be writing, including points about the products, means for which product you have been taken and you are writing the complaint. Then date, then location. See, location is very important. If in this also you are writing the wrong location, then absolutely the complainant is not going to see your complaint. And item specification, means whatever the item you are going to tell him, or you are going to tell about the defected item, that item must be proper. The date you have purchased and the warranty it is showing. So all these things you have to mention in the starting of the paragraphs. The next comes to the issues regarding the services, means the kind of services that can be added in the 3rd paragraph. Issues of services means you are not satisfied by the services given, and you are not satisfied by the jewelry or any kind of things you have ordered. Then malfunctioning, you are not satisfied with the malfunctioning, means the functioning of the process functioning of these people who are going to deliver the things to you. Then billing issues, details not disclosed, or any late delivery or misguidance. So these points must be included in these paragraphs. Which paragraphs? First I have told you, in the first you have to write down the main content, your introduction, your purpose of writing and everything. Then second you have to write down the including points about the product, about the date, about the location and other things. And in the third, you have to write down your issues regarding everything of the product that has been delivered to you. Next is indicating a resolution of problems. How would you come out of your problem? And copies of transaction. So this copies of transaction is very much, because of this is a great proof for the delivery which has been given to you, or the things which have come to you. So copies of transaction is a very must. Then document to look forward for their reply. And in this paragraph you will be writing the reply. That means you are waiting for their good reply, for their positive reply, for their quick reply, because you have been waiting for these kind of complaints to be resolved. Then last your paragraph will be containing complimentary clause. Complimentary clause means you will be writing yours sincerely, yours faithfully, and after that you will be writing your name. And see here, name must be in block letters, means capital letters, and then your designation. So today we have read about the complaint letter. Whenever we write a complaint letter, we basically write our complaint regarding the warranty, regarding the material, regarding the goods, regarding the delivery, regarding the billing charges, regarding the location, regarding the date and everything. If the complaint letter is written on a proper time with the due date, then only we can have a good response. And as I discussed with you, format, you can see here carries 1 mark, content carries 4 marks. Content is carrying 4 marks because whatever you are mentioning is in the content itself. And accuracy, that means your accurate points must be clear. Fluency, that means your grammatical points or any kind of sentences which you are joining, that should be to the point, and it also carries 1.5 marks. And this is the format. Sentence means to whom you are going to give. Address must be written in a very proper and correct manner. There should be no mistake in the address. See, we are giving complaint to him that your address, that address which you have sent was not proper. In the same manner, to the person whom you are sending, the address also must be proper. Then is a salutation. Whenever we write any salutation, we all know that, we all are aware that respected is very important. And then the subject. Subject should not be too lengthy. At least it should be minimum 1/2 lines. If you write too lengthy subject, then it's not in a proper way. Then the body. Body means here content. As I told you, it carries maximum 3 paragraphs. and this is from the starting, then you're continuing with these points like first point, second, third, fourth and fifth point, and the last point you're writing the complementary clause. So today we have learnt about letter writing and we discussed about the complaint letter.